I'm not gonna even look at the fact that today is day 25. We're not even gonna look at it. We're just not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Dill pickles. So I had a super productive and rough week last week, and I feel like you can see it all over my face. I'm still trying to recover, but it's a new week and it's gonna be another busy week, and so I'm just jumping in here, letting this, this vlog thing roll. And so what I'm in my office doing this morning, other than trying to make sure my desk is not under my work, is clear my space a little bit. And I need to do some planning in these babies, because I've got to stay very, very focused this week. I have writing goals that I need to do. I gotta get back on track with the 100-day challenge, and so I need to kind of get myself a plan for that. I have a book releasing on Thursday. I have a class that I need to do homework for on Saturday. And actually, y'all, let me tell you something. This vlogging thing is very interesting. I had no idea. Like, I think you guys like it. You're watching it. You're thumbsing it up. I appreciate it. I'd love for you in the comments to let me know what you like about it, what you'd like to see more of. I have not edited the footage for last week, but last week, because I was writing so much, I do a lot more crafting on my knit stuff when I'm deep in writing, because I knit during or crochet depending on whatever project I grab for that day. I do my yarn crafting on my breaks of I write for so much time, I take a break, so I will listen to something different and either knit or crochet on my breaks. So I have to work. So I work on more, but it may not be here as much when I'm under a big deadline, and I was last week. So I have the class on Saturday. I have to prep for a book release. Today pretty much is going to be almost all errands, because y'all, I never let my hands get like this, and they are. It's ridiculous, and it's just, it has not been a priority. It just has not. It has fell so far down the list that it's like whatevs. So yeah, today I will be just working on this right now, and I'm gonna sit down and get some planning done, itemize the things that I would like to get to overall for this week, and then laser focus on what I need to do for today. I also need to work in meal prepping tomorrow. Yeah, it's crazy. As far as the crafts goes, I do have the class, so I need to prep those strips. The planner that I made last week was off the chain. Yeah, it was awesome. And I started making the inserts for it, new inserts for it, and so I needed to order paper to put on the inside, because the printer paper that we normally use, I did not want to use that paper. And so I ordered some more, and that's what I was putting away earlier. So I ordered this paper, which is a little bit heavier paper, so that I can put my notes on the inside of that planner, and so you'll see it in the other video. I'm ready to get into it because that will be just for my Bible study and my devotions in the mornings. And so I'm like, yeah. So I'm about to update my calendar, get my schedule together. I hope that you guys are ready for this next week. Let me know what you are working on for your goals, for your, maybe, let's say your top 3 things that you would like to accomplish this week at the time that you're watching this. And let me know what you're working on while you're watching this videos. So let's pause for the cause. One of the things that I strongly suggest is, like back in the day, if you're someone that's been around for a while, or if you're new, let me go ahead and fill you in, girl, is that this is the perfect time to craft. These videos are a nice juicy length. Grab your crochet, grab your knit. It's even really good for quilting. The only thing when it comes to quilting, just in my opinion, is that there are times when I'm doing music so you can't see what I'm doing, versus when you're doing something with your hands and the video is like right near your face, you can kind of pop your head up. Or if you're really good, you don't need to look at your hands often, and I say go you. So I'm about to get to work. Oh, and I have to edit last week's video, edit vlog. How have you guys been liking the fact that I have been posting at least 2 videos a week? And I've done it for the past few weeks, which is unheard of. So yeah, again, yay me. Reloading videos that I had to re-edit because of issues with the music. I've been having another like one-off, which is just something either different, either hair, or last week it was my Sunday fun day, which I didn't get to do this week, which I need to do. I need to do my art class. Yeah. So basically, as I'm talking, I kind of jot these different things down, and then I'll go in here and actually put it down in a workable fashion. One of the things that I have been really, I don't want to say struggling with, but it's getting to a place of knowing how I want to manage my calendar. There are some things where it just, I have got to write it down. Like my 100-day challenge and my big like projects that go in here that are like, no, not my 100-day, let me say that again. Like the active projects that take time, where you're constantly adding a little bit of this and a little bit of that to build the project, it usually goes in here. In here is where I have everything like for the year. So this planner inside of here is, I started this one in January, and it has notes and it has the weekly task list. That's what I have in here. I don't always get all the way down to the day-to-day unless I'm super busy. Like this week, I'll have a weekly list, and I will have a rough day-to-day list, but you know, and it'll just be checks and X's. I keep overarching dates for projects that I'm a part of, but that I don't manage, but that I need to be on top of. And I've really loved adding the different tabs and stuff so that I can easily access them. And this journal is actually almost done. Wow. I think I got like 20 more, probably like 60 more pages left. And so this has been a really great experience. It is something that I've been consistently using since November or December. December is when I started kind of building it. And so having this has been good. And so, but on some weeks like this week, I kind of wish I had like a weekly planner. And so we'll see. I added this book in here to start having a place for building my stories on paper to quickly reference back. And then I have individual inserts for client projects, Bible studies, different, they have their own use. Each insert has its own use. And so I've really loved this, but there's just sometimes when I feel like it's so loose that when I go in there, it takes me a minute to get on track. maybe is what I'm saying. I find myself like listing things just so that I can remember, and maybe that's just the way I need to do it, and then or reorganizing those lists. And I just wonder sometimes if that's efficient, and for now it just, I guess, it just gotta be it. If it's like a fantastic week, it would be amazing to get to at least one of the block of months, but it may not happen because of the class on Saturday. So that's a long shot goal, and I will update you all on what my revised plan is for the 100-day challenge. Before I move on to the next clip, what are you working on for the 100-day challenge? I do recall that there are several people that did say they were joining me, so give me an update in the comment section. Let me know how it's going. I'm about to get to work, and so let's keep this party going. Hey, it is Wednesday, and I'm almost certain, I think I did some stuff yesterday as far as footage, but not a lot. It's been going a little bit crazy because it's release week, and release week is always nonstop. From probably, I would say, a 10-day window on either side of the release. So I've been doing that, a lot of graphics making, booking of promotions, development of ads, Facebook, Amazon, and so it's just, it's what I do. And I have got to explain. I don't want to explain, but I have to, y'all, whenever I wear it. So one of the things that I did was, my daughter loves to upcycle stuff. So I had all of these t-shirts that I know I wasn't going to do anything with, and she just kind of cut them up in all these fun little styles so that when I work out, it's cool. Y'all, I always feel like Hulk, like I done busted out of the shirt, but it's comfortable. But when I look at it on camera, I'm like, what in the world was I doing? That's what I was doing. So what today is going to focus primarily on finalizing ads. There were a few things that I noticed that it was the program or something that just kind of messed up inside the book that I need to just make adjustments to. I have those strips to start sewing. You can see them over my shoulder. I want to sew up some of those today, and then today is class, so I'll be working on that, and I'm honestly very excited. It's a muted excited, but I'm excited because one of the benefits that I did not anticipate with doing these weekly vlogs is the awareness that I'm getting from this experience. And it's only been, I think this is like the 3rd week or something like that, and the time, of course, is going super fast. And so I'm just like, wow, like I'm learning a lot. So anyways, that's what's up today. I have my regular morning. Usually on these days, I'm adjusting my schedule daily because I have to ensure that everything is done, and I revisit what I didn't finish yesterday and all of that. And so that's what I'm about to do now, to get everything done and check off those boxes. Check off the boxes. I also have this little baby right here. I want to do a twist out on my hair. Everybody might not know, like just put some waves in my hair. I want to try putting some waves in my hair now that it hangs a little bit longer. I can't curl it because when I tried to curl it back in the day with my first set of locks, I felt like I looked like a poodle. So I don't think curls go well with my face or my personal aesthetic. But I thought, let me try some waves. So I'm testing this one to see how well it does. And yeah, I'm gonna get that together. And what I'm doing here, really quick because I gotta get to it, is I have to work on things now for like 2020. And so some of the people that I work with, or groups that I work with, I have to give them some stuff for 2020 as far as releases are concerned. And so that came to me this morning. So I need to jot that down and kind of work it up in a presentation format and get it all together. So I'm about to get to work, and I'll be back with some more updates. Dill Pickles. It is Sunday. We are closing out the week. This has probably been my worst vlog week to date, but I'm banking on the fact that I usually have way more footage than I need. But this week it was just the perfect storm of busyness because it was the tail end of finishing a book, the beginning upswing of releasing a book. Of releasing a book, and then just having things to do outside of the house. And this is probably a great, I guess, example of that myth of balance, right? Like, you never have everything just perfectly balanced. But what ends up happening is if you just kind of monitor things and stay the course, and every day identify what the priorities are for that day, you can keep a sense of balance around what you have going on. So I'm going to show you some of the things that I worked on as far as my arts are concerned. Yesterday's class was great. I think I have a couple of clips, but honestly, I just wanted to enjoy it. By the time I got to that class, I just wanted to kick off my shoes, which I did, and just have a great time with some of my quilting friends. And I did. Had a blast. It was a small class, which made it even better. It was one of my favorite teachers, and then one of my other favorite teachers. The two of them are my favorites. The two of them together are amazing. And then the other one was actually there just to attend, and it just was a great class. And I did not get all my homework done, but it turned out to be perfect. Yay, praise them. It turned out perfect because one of the things that I love about this particular quilting teacher is when she comes to a class, she may teach a particular block, but she will usually bring 3 or 4 examples of the same block executed in different ways. So it could be that it's a different scale. A small, like a 4-inch block in this quilt versus an 8-inch block in this quilt. In this quilt, we flipped the solids with the prints or strip piecing and so on and so forth. And she will bring actual examples of each one of those variations. And because I've taken her class before, and she's a trooper. She understands the whole wing it in me. She helped me draft a different version of what the class was supposed to teach. When she showed the different examples, there was 2 examples that just called to me more than the block that we were actually learning. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to take one of her classes, because even if I don't finish her quilt or finish the design, when I walk away, I usually have way more than that one quilt. And she is a great teacher to build your toolbox, like that you can build upon to learn more and more, or I can have these tools to maneuver and make my own thing when I get stuck. Like, she did a really great refresher class on doing the miter borders, a great refresher class on her classes always usually have 2-for-1s. Like, you do one quilt, but she'll teach you a bonus quilt. She taught a bomb backing, which I am going to do on this quilt, because once we made the alterations, I'm going to make the quilt, and I already know who the quilt is going to go to. So all of it was just plus, 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 plus. Like, it was awesome. It was the best way to end a busy week where I didn't feel well and where I just had to grind this week. And it was the perfect reward for that. And then afterwards, I went to dinner with my family, and so it was just amazing. And I finally got my nails fixed. I did them yesterday. Well, I did part of it yesterday. I took off the acrylic yesterday. I did the polish today. So I'm happy. So first to the block from yesterday. Here's the block. I wanted my finished block to be 10 inches instead of, I think the original design was 6-inch finish. So I wanted a 10-inch finish. So that means I can make fewer blocks and get fewer blocks and finish a whole top pretty much faster because they're bigger. This is almost twice the size of the original block. And what I did while we were there is I took the dimensions of this block and sort of figured out how I think I want to put together the ultimate block. I had to figure that out, and the good thing was I did it there with her, and I was able to rework the numbers while picking her brain. And so yes, I'm actually going to work on some more of these blocks today. I want to do some more strip sets because I bought a few more pieces of fabric I bought 3 yards of fabric to add some more variety into the color. Because remember when I showed you all before, there was like a pop of red, there was a pink, there was a green, there was a blue, but the primary colors of this, the primary color was purple. But once I saw that I'm going to do the larger blocks, I wanted to get a few more pops of color. Let me grab those fabrics. Oh, it was a good hair day. So here are the fabrics that I purchased. They had a sale section, and the sale section was 60% off of the regular price, and the minimum cut was 1 yard. So I saw this, and I thought this will be a good contrast between the pink and the red that I already had for a pop. I'm trying my best not to put more than one of these in a strip set, so it won't be too much, but who knows. There's this pretty green, and both of these were actual solids. They're Northcott fabrics, but I thought they would play well with the batiks. The third color that I got, I have not cut any of this to actually go into the quilt top, but I just couldn't pass this up. It was $3 for 1 yard, and it's Northcott, like for $3 a yard. So I got those. I already cut up some strips, and now all I need to do is do the strip piecing so that I can start working on these side portions of the block. The second thing that I worked on this week, I just decided I'm going to start showing you all. I didn't do as much on it because my quiet times were short this week. But here is the shawl. I changed to this color again. You can't see it yet, but I've already changed to the new color. So I want this to be, because this is the height, I want this to maybe go to like right about here. So I'm thinking about another 4 to 6 inches that I want to knit before I transition to the next phase. All of the yarns for this set, I was about to say they were all from Yarn Box, but I think 2 are from Yarn Box and 1 is from another box set, and I can't think of the name right now. Pluckies. 1 was from Plucky, and the other 2 were from Yarn Box subscriptions years ago. And the final thing is I started a hat. That's my brim. I'm actually past the brim. You just can't see it. The brim is just so. I put, hold on. There we go. So here it is. It's heather gray. I have the little placeholders or markers all the way around, and it sounds like wind chimes. Listen. I love it. So the reason why I did it like this pattern is very simple. It's a brainless pattern. It's one that I don't have to write down. I just do it. But to make it brainless, but it alternates between knitting and purling. So what I do is actually put a place marker right before I need to do my purl stitches. As soon as I do my purl stitches, I can go back into the knit. So this keeps me from having to count the knit stitches, and that makes it go back to kind of a brainless knit. And this is going to be a hat for me. So those were the 3 projects besides the prep for the class that I worked on. So I was busy. I was very busy. So that is it for this week. Update now on the challenge. Goose eggs. Okay. I feel like it's goose eggs, but it's not. I don't have the actual word count yet because I need to put it into my writing program. I worked on the prologue, the prequel, story development, world building, the names of the different tribes, because there are different tribes in the story, and also the differences between the humans and the immortals that are a part of this story. Honestly, because this is so new, the whole concept of how to name them, and do I want the names to have a different sound, and if I wanted to go with African sounds or Asian sounds. So that was something that I kind of had to work on, but I did a lot of dictation this week versus actual writing to kind of help me fill in the gaps. And this is a tip if there's any writers in here, because I know there are. I'm finding that because this is so new, the story itself is settled well in me, but putting on the anatomy on top of the skeleton that I have has been something, because it's new, that I'm having to grow in. So I found that recording myself while I talk with my family members about the story has helped me a lot, because speaking about it and talking about it, it helps me work out some of the issues that I am having to address. Then what I do is I transcribe the recordings, and now what I'm doing is I'm going in, I'm cleaning those recordings up, those transcriptions up, and putting those into workable elements so that I can finish this outline. And I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to even look at the fact that today is day 25. We're not even going to look at it. We're just not going to do it. It just not going to do it. I'm going to keep going. Let me know in the comment section what you're working on. Tell me how your week is going. And, we don't do another emoji. I had one person that made it to the end, because I realized that Dana, this process has been a big process for me. You know what? Let's do purple hearts again. That's easy. Purple hearts. If you made it this far, put a purple heart in the comment section. I'm getting super close to 600 subscribers. I'm excited about that. I think I'm going to do a giveaway. And I honestly think, because we made it this far, I would like to make it to 600 subscribers, and when I make it to 600 subscribers, make a quilt to do as a giveaway to one of my subscribers. So you all help me get to 600 subscribers, and we are going to then together work on the quilt that will be used to give away. Not we work on it. I'll be working on it. Now, unless you guys feel like y'all want to help me. So let me know in the comment section and we can talk about that. So I'm off. I'm about to work on this quilt on more blocks. I figure I need 24 blocks before I do the borders and all of that. So, and I have one of 24. And then I want to just listen to some stuff today. This will be my Sunday fun day. And yeah, that'll be it. So I hope you have a fantastic week. I look forward to coming back again. Let me know how you are liking these vlogs. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, you know what to do. Drop them in the comment section. And thank you all so much for joining me. I'll talk with you all hopefully sooner than later. Take care. Goodbye.